So hi guys, welcome back to another brand new vlog. So this is an update about my previous video that I did about why I was having pains on my left side and on my fingers and a little bit of updates. So I got a report back a couple of days ago, and my doctor had a talk with me. So first of all, my thyroid. It's acting up. It's very high. It's above 7, um, which is not really good. But that is on me because I skip my tablet sometimes because I would forget. And then I have some, honestly, I'll tell you about why I feel or what is happening to me with my thyroid tabs. I felt like, and this is just me, I can be wrong, right? I felt like it's hard for me to control my weight. And I know that that was before the tab, and I feel like even with the tab, it's still giving me a little bit of uneasiness where my weight is concerned. But so sometimes, like every morning, I have to take it on an empty stomach, like a half hour before meals, and so I sometimes got so busy and I would forget and stuff like that. Um, so that acting up, that's on my side. That's not my doctor and stuff like that. So um, a little bit of good news. I would say as long as nothing to do with cancer, I would say, you know, that's great news. So the pain that's on my left side and where it's my arm, my leg, my foot, my feet, it's she said most of all it is stress because I was like very very highly stressed, and I have inflammation in my bones, so it's like arthritis. So I don't know, you call it inflammatory arthritis because of the bone of inflamed. So I have that, and I have to take like Tylenol for that, extra strength. And I'll tell you why Tylenol alone in a few. So, and then I have to do a lot of stretching and a lot of workout and a lot of exercise, and this COVID is not making it any easier because, I mean, yes, there's no excuse that you can't go to the gym because of the COVID, but you could do exercise home, but sometimes you're not motivated, right? The motivation is not there every day. I try, but honestly, I'm getting too lazy with it, and and I take it for granted sometimes. But yes, um, I can do workout at home and freehand exercise, stretches, and stuff like that. So that would help me with the pains with the arthritis. So that's two things done, the thyroid and then the arthritis. And then what my doctor find is that my kidney is loaded with tablets. It's loaded with Advil, which I'm not supposed to be taking so much of Advil. But I'll tell you what, I because of my migraine, and I felt like, well, the Advil worked for me. I know that there is other medication out there, other tabs for migraine and stuff like that, but I use that because it worked for me, and that's why I take the Advil. But this is not like a month, 2 months, a week, 2 weeks, a year or two. This is like forever. I've been taking Advil for most of my life. So she did not like what she, saw in a report about my kidney. So she stopped me completely from using Advil. I have to replace that with Tylenol. So she said the Tylenol will, I can use that. Believe me, since I get my report from my doctor, I haven't taken any pain tabs. Um, Alhamdulillah, I must say that there is not a severe headache as yet. Um, that doesn't mean that I'm not having tension. I do have tensions every day with my migraine. Um, I can feel it, and who have migraine would know this. It's like you would feel it like it sits right here, and for me, that's where it sits, like on my left side mostly, like half of the head. If the entire head is hurting you, for me, if the entire head is hurting me, I think I can bear it a little bit. But when half of my head is hurting, it's unbearable. I can. I can't deal with that. But every day I have a tension sits there. I know that it's there. But since I got back a report from my doctor, I haven't taken any tabs, neither Tylenol. But she said I can take the Tylenol. But I'm so scared too because I know that the Tylenol is not gonna help me for my migraine. That is. So and another thing too, I cannot wait too long for the headache to come on like very severe. If I wait too long to take tabs, the headache will last me like for days. Yeah. Anyway, so because of the Advil, my kidney is loaded with Advil with tablets. So I have to do, come off of that, take a lot more liquid and stuff like that. So my thyroid is acting up. That's on me, and that's my bad. But inflammatory arthritis on my left side and my kidney. So I have to deal with that a little bit. So my plan is to take care of myself a little bit more, focus on myself. Um, my thyroid, I honestly, it's a pain in the. It is a pain. It is a pain. Because I eat healthy most of the day. Like maybe 5 days in a week I eat healthy. you know um, I don't overindulge. Mainly my meals are um, like soup, salads, brown rice, and like oven fish, and or it's very light food. And check my Instagram. It's Fazida Hamid. Check it out there, and you'll see those meals that I post. It's my food that I eat. It's not for my kids or my husband. You in between have one and two of like solid food, like things like with meat, like pepper pot and maybe some cook up fried rice, chow mein, whatever. But those are like food that I would cook for home. It doesn't mean that I don't eat it. I do eat it, but I eat in proportion sizes. But most of the days that I would end up be making food for the family and then food for myself. And for me, my food consists of a lot of leftovers, like a little bit of beans left back here, a little bit of chickpeas left back here, a little bit of coconut milk would left, and then I would cook that in a little bit of brown rice. So my meal consists of a lot of leftovers, to be honest, because I do not like to throw away food. So I can't come off of meat. I'll tell you this. But I cut back on the red meat. But where chicken is concerned, I cannot. I cannot become a vegetarian, vegan, anything to do with a no meat. I can't. But what I can do, and what I am doing, is that I even cut back on my on the chicken. So maybe like twice a week, I would eat chicken. I would put in um, fish in there and shrimp and stuff like that. But even to the shrimp and stuff like that, you have to make sure you know how many pieces you're eating. Um, because you don't want cholesterol and stuff like that with seafood. Shrimp, you're bound to have cholesterol. So yeah. So most of my food are leftovers. I hate to throw away food, to be honest. I hate it. So everything you see on my Instagram page there that look very light as a meal for me, basically that's me. A lot of my breakfast consists of oats and granola, and I make my own granola because I find that the ones that you find in the store, it's too sweet and stuff like that. So yeah, so I make my own granola. So that's what my breakfast is consist of. I use a lot of eggs, boiled eggs, and in salad and different type of salad. And I would throw a lot of. I would even mix fruit in my garden salad and stuff like that. Just to give it a little bit more taste, and just to have all the colors. And trust me, the way you see your food, that's how you're gonna enjoy it, right? If it have a lot more color in it, you enjoy it, right? But yeah, basically that's what I eat. But still, with thyroid, it's always you always some days some months I would say your weight is up there, your weight is down there. So I am always fluctuating where my weight is concerned. So I have to be careful, and I'm built like that too, right? When I was younger, in my 20s, I can throw the weight off quickly. Now I'm 40. This year here I'm going to be 41. So it's like weight, the older you get, well, I don't know for everybody, but for me, your slower metabolism and stuff like that, as you age and things like that. So it's tough for me to throw off the weight like that. But I tried to eat healthy, and not because of weight alone, but because of my health issue that I had before. I do not have any cancer issue now. So my doctor booked me for another blood work in 8 weeks. So I should be able to get that done. And when I get that done, then let's see how my kidneys functioning and my thyroid is going and stuff like that. Anyways, quickly before I go, I want to give an update about. Remember, I had a review about a hair oil that I bought, a homemade hair oil. So this is it. Look how far it is still. So this is a lot more. Um, well, not a lot more. So like I used so less of it, but it was very efficient, meaning like a little go a long way. So I'm gonna give a review on this. I don't know. I honestly, it's 6 weeks, and I honestly don't know what to think about it. Like I don't know if it work. I don't know if it's working yet, because actually I'm not seeing anything. My hair is still light, very thin and limpy, and I don't notice. I don't know if I don't see it, but I don't think I notice any new growth of hair. But guess what? Because I spent $15 of it, and I don't want to waste money, I will still continue to use this just to see, and if further down, if it takes a little bit longer, to work. So I will continue to use this and see what's happening. But yeah, that's my little review of this. If anybody out there though, like have and don't forget that because of my thyroid and stuff like that, which my doctor is trying her best, and she's the best, amazing doctor I have as a family doctor. And she's trying her best to, get my thyroid, but me and my stubbornness and stuff like that. Some days I am busy and I run out there, I forgot my tabs. Some days that I would, it's hectic to keep, track of your tablets sometimes. Trust me. So I will continue to use this though. But if anybody out there who have like and I'm willing to try stuff. Like I told you guys, I'm using Aveeno shampoo. The oat, and right now I'm using the oat and almond oil, right, in shampoo and conditioner. So I'm doing that. If anybody know of any other product that can work really well for thin hair, shedding of hair, and thing, and I'm planning to cut it too. Like it grows so quickly. I can remember when me and my nieces was like, we were on phone and we were talking about cutting hair and what should I cut it in, and I did cut it, and look how fast it grew back. But I'm gonna cut it back again because for whatever reason, and I cannot tie my hair up for long. This is the longest I probably would have my hair up, and this is because I'm doing a video. But I normally do not have my hair up because of migraine. So most of the time my hair is down, and then I don't like to keep it down all the time either because it's long, especially long. So when it's short, you can able to control it a little bit more. But yeah, so guys, that's my little update about my health, a little bit update on the oil, and we're gonna talk a little bit more in my another video. So thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and check me. My it's not really a it's a food blog on Instagram, but it's not like a professional. It's something that I like to do. I like to take pictures of, whatever meal I'm eating, and it doesn't have to be any big extravagant, meal and this big hype of anything. It's just mainly something that I can get and whip up, and and put together for myself to eat. And I don't miss, the big fancy meal, to be honest. And that doesn't mean I don't eat it. I do eat it when I'm making for my kids certain things and stuff like that. But most of the time, I really do eat my own thing, like I whip up, like I said before. But I'm gonna take your leave. Just remember to keep safe. And COVID is still there. It's just a constant reminder that COVID is still there. It didn't go anywhere as yet. Continue to protect yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Help someone, you know, Help somebody. It doesn't have to be anything big, maybe a meal, maybe socks or something. Help somebody who in need. And another thing I want to say, before I go quickly, let's give somebody who really, really need, right? Um, it doesn't make sense, well, for me. Like you make a big fancy dinner and you invited friends and family and stuff like that. Of course, yes, sometimes you want to do that. But let me tell you something here. Invite somebody who really need it. I'm not saying that you don't have to have a family meal or like with your distance family or friends and stuff like that. But what I'm saying that your family or your friends already they have their 3 meals, their square 3 meals and more. But there are people out there who do not have. So if you can cook a meal, just one, and it doesn't have to be anything big. Give somebody who's on the street, somebody who really needs it. So that's my little message here today. That give, you know, and don't put no, and another thing I read earlier today is that when you're giving somebody something, especially food and stuff like that, don't push a camera in front of their face. Don't do that. Give them wholeheartedly, quietly, and receive your blessing like that. Thank you guys. I know I babbled too much, but I had to get that out. And I love you guys so much. And thank you for listening to me. And thank you for watching me. Thank you for, you know, being there, just being there and watch my video, whether some of them, I don't know, make sense to you, relates to you or not. Whoever. Thank you guys so much. And I love you.